Good morning and welcome back to another tarot reading. Today, I am talking to a person who has recently left a situation that was no longer serving them. They've gained an opportunity to go into a new situation that is similar. But right now, you are currently in a position where you have options. You have, you know your worth, you know who you are, and you have these options to go down, or these avenues, these different avenues. And so this reading right now is going to help. We're going to ask what those avenues are and what the best course of action is for you when walking down those avenues, what mind state that you should be in, and where you should go, or what kind of energy you should be looking for. Okay, so let's start out with some identifier cards just to see who you are. Okay, just to make sure that let's see who you are. Okay, so who are you? Okay, so right now you're at a time where you have these karmic ties to people and to situations, and you are realizing that these past either a couple months or a couple years have been a very these you've been going through trials. You've been going through, living check to check, or you've been going job to job, week to week, just staying up just enough. And you've been relying on others, sometimes relying on others to the point where you don't feel like you've been empowered. And now, okay, now you've sort of rekindled these relationships in a way where it's like, you've done this, you've done this 180, where it's like, this is the Eight of Cups in reverse, by the way. You've done this 180 where it's like you have all of these ties, and you've been walking down this road, and it has been, or more recently has been, a lonely road for you. But this is because you are dealing with emotions of the past that have not served you, and you're letting go of certain emotions that you identified with, such as anger, guilt, frustration, and these emotions are not yours. Um, they are what you've picked up on due to your environment, and due to going through the these either months or years of sort of just getting by. Okay. But what I am seeing is that yeah, there's definitely a connection to the spiritual realm. A connection to the spiritual realm is what your spirit guides are asking you to do right now. It's a very colorful connection. This is the Four of Swords in reversed. Okay. And it's like your perspective, you're holding your poise, you're holding yourself up right now, and you're holding yourself up in a meditative way. But it's like, if you were to let go right now at this time, if you were to let yourself go and stop doing the meditation and stop doing the breath work, and if you were to stop any of the work that you've been working on, you would fall into these swords. Okay, fall into these swords. And what your spirits want you to know is that they're there, they're helping you, and they want you to keep on doing the work. Okay, keep on doing the work, because there is definitely going to be some sort of spiritual awakening coming in. Okay. And the spiritual awakening, the Hanged Man, this is having to do with something from a past life. This is having to do with a reawakening of what you once knew, latent talents that are already within you, that your body has been working on and towards, to get to the past life version of how you used to be, how you used to, in your past life, you were very dominant, you were very successful, and you had a lot of wealth. And so now you're in the process of reclaiming that nature, okay? Of reclaiming who you actually are. Who you actually are. And so yeah, this is no longer a time. You've done this. You've actually been through a couple lives now. And you've been given another chance yet again. And in the previous incarnations, you didn't discover who you were because you were focused on it seems like you were very focused on something. Focused on. Yeah, you were very focused on wealth and money. Wealth and money. And so now, because of the contrast that you were focused on in those incarnations, you are now being given a chance to actually realize the vortexual abundance that you have in store for you. It's like this life is now an opportunity. It is a gift. Okay? And you're realizing that this is why you left that situation that we were talking about in the beginning. This is why you left, because you had a feeling, you know, in your heart that you are this King of Pentacles, that you have these abilities, and it's just like there's a question of where do you put them. There's a question of what's going on. Okay, and right as I asked that, I pulled the Devil card. Okay, where do you put these abilities? What is this? Where do you use your abilities? And the Devil card is like sort of like you're going to be doing this in a way that is sort of taboo. It's going to be outside of societal norms, and you will be a figure who is outside, and you probably already are a person who's not agreed with societal norms. You don't agree with them. You're very distant from society in a way, and you are seen as somebody who's taboo, somebody who's has a lot of dark energy within them. Okay, and so this dark energy is all about advocating and slaying dragons and people in other people's lives. Like basically, you're gonna be this advocate who shows people how to handle um, negative energy and negative entities in their own life, and how to overcome these situations that they're put in. Okay, so Queen of Swords in reverse, and then I have the King of Swords upright. So this is definitely a masculine energy. Okay, so you're definitely a masculine energy who has come into display, and we all have masculine and feminine energies, but this is your masculine, or I'm talking to a masculine energy right now, who is very powerful and who knows his power, but hasn't yet actually used it. But it's no longer a belief system thing. It's no longer like you know that you're powerful, and you know that you can do this thing. You know that you're worthy. You know that you deserve it. But you're wanting to go about it in a way that is perfect. It's like you're being a perfectionist about this. You've come a long way now, and you don't want this thing to go like other things have gone during this period of time when you were dealing with karmic energy. Your spirit guides are trying to tell you right now that there's no more karmic energy. You've released the karmic tie. Whatever it was, it has been released, and so now you can, yeah, and it's actually okay. So it has been released on a 5D energetic level. The relationship has already been released. Now it's a matter of you and your thoughts completely releasing this idea, like really cutting it off, cutting it off, cutting it off for you, for your own sense of self, so that you can have a celebration. Okay. Yeah. So there's a I'm talking to a masculine. There is a past situation where it's been um, feminine energy. There's a contract. There's some sort of ties that need to be ended and cut off. Okay, it will lead to celebration. It will lead to Nine of Wands. Okay, so it might be you cutting this off might lead you to discover some insecurities within yourself that you were seeing within them, that you were projecting onto them. So just understand that this is all growth. So even when you cut off this relationship and you enter into your own being, the reason why you're doing that is because you know that no matter who you're with, what you're doing, you're going to attract your own energy. And so now you're able to reflect even without that partner, without that person. And it's going to help you grow a new form of wealth for yourself. Some form of wealth that you can work on and that you can be proud of and that you could focus on without worrying about finances or anything like that. Okay? They're saying they're saying that a vision needs to be cast. So this is about this, about what you're going to be working on. Um, they say it's a choice, so it's like, what are you going to choose? Okay, and they're saying the Ten of Cups in reverse. I'm seeing this card as don't look at what other people have. Do not look at what society or what other people have deemed to be a perfect life, or what society or what people around you want in their life. You got to start, and this is where the vision thing comes in and the planning. We are in Taurus. We'll be in Taurus for the next week. So it's a good time to write down your ideas and write down these thoughts that you're having about what you want to do, what you want to attract. Um, and what I would do first is clear and cancel all vows that you've currently made. And and this is what this like meditation and stuff is. Clear these vows. Go into silence and quiet contemplation until new vows and commitments can be made. Okay, so that's really what you're asking for. Go into quiet contemplation, release the vows that you've made, and restructure and remake new vows and stick to them. Okay, because the world is going to be at your fingertips. Okay, there's going to be new offering of love. Okay, in this new world position, and there's going to be no long. Listen, for the longest time, you've been like this King of Cups in reverse. For the longest time, you've been having to hold yourself up in relationships as the guy or as the masculine, even if you're feminine, as the masculine energy who is undisturbed, unperturbed, undisrupted by the feminine waters that are rapid and moving, okay? And you've been just surrounded by this feminine energy that's just wild and crazy and just too much chaos. You know, sometimes chaos is good and feminine energy needs to be expressed, but there's a certain point where the masculine needs to come in and say, hey, is this serving us? Is this serving the world? Is this serving the relationship? And so you've been that person for so long that now you're going to be presented with this relationship that's just going to serve you. Okay, it's going to be calm, it's going to be still, there's going to be stability, there's going to be an access to their minds, and you're going to feel at home with this person. Okay, right now you might be thinking or overthinking, okay, relationship stuff and overthinking. Yeah, so just don't think about relationships. Don't think about, you know, if somebody's texting you, if you're talking to somebody on the phone, if you're flirting with somebody at work or talking a lot with somebody at work or whatever, don't try to define the relationship right away. Don't try to like say what it is or ask what it is or define intentions or any of that. Just be who you are. Just be who you are. And just be here and now. Because even though people don't, and here's why, okay? Here's why you don't want to create or say anything, because you're powerful. You have a powerful presence that is able to influence and dominate the mind space of others. Okay. And so you're like this Six of Wands energy in reverse. And that basically means that you walk into a room and you're the leader, you're the lion. Now, others may not see that, they may not recognize who is leading the room, but um, there's definitely somebody leading the room, and that person is definitely you. So when you say words, and when you even when you talk to somebody and allow somebody to speak words to you, you know, your attention and your awareness are very valuable. And even if somebody's conscious mind doesn't see that, their subconscious and their higher self are fully aware of who you are. And so you may be causing, yeah, your words may cause certain situations to occur. So you want to be very careful with your words and first get your vows to yourself correct, okay? And what I'm getting is that that's going to be the way to go, okay? That's going to be the way to go. This is not a time to like try to put forth effort. This isn't a time to like, oh, I'll go do this, and something will work. That's not what we're doing here. You're steady, you're stable, you have yin and yang energy. The city is backing you. You're under the stars. You're front face forward. You know you know who you are, and you're collected. You're planned. You're gonna now get your wealth and your abundance not from the work that you do, but from the commitments that you make. Okay? So I want to go ahead and pull some angel oracle. I'll pull an angel oracle card for you for this reading, and then I'll just read it straight out the book, okay? And then, yeah, we'll do just an angel oracle card for today. Okay. Power and intention. Okay? So let's see. I think this is sort of what we have been talking about. Power and intention with this. This is all about, yeah, this whole reading is about releasing these old ideas. And to do that, you're going to need to go into silence. You're going to need to relinquish and rebuke all past relationships, ideas, commitments, and vows. Go into quiet contemplation. Yeah. Okay, power and intention. When you align your intentions with your highest good and act with love and consideration, your power is intensified. When you draw this card, your angels are drawing close to remind you of this. You have the capacity to be a leader and guide at this time, and you're being encouraged to align with love and the highest good so that you can act from the heart. Often when power arises within, we can find our ego gets louder. And this is because it wants us to be limited and to question or even stifle our own growth. Don't let it hold you back now. Call in your angels and invite them to help you listen closely to the voice of your soul so that you can move forward powerfully and effectively in a loving way. The angels are encouraging you to reconnect with your initial ideas and intentions for whatever you are thinking about at this time, or even for your entire life. Often when we have an initial intention and then over time our ideas change, the universe is still responding to our initial intentions though, because we have to let them go, and when we let go, we let God. So if you are confused about how to move forward at this time, you need to recognize that you are a powerful being with influence and potential. And this is what we were just talking about. Have a clear conversation with God and your angels about your intentions, and recognize that what is unfolding at this time has the power to allow you to live your life from a space of pure potentiality. Yeah, so that's exactly what we're talking about. These are those initial ideas. And so you've changed. You've completely rewrote those initial intentions. But let me tell you something. Those initial intentions are still active within you. So do a sage ritual, do a clearing, okay? Clear out the energy, okay? Do something, do a meditation, do a ritual, right? Light a candle, pray to God, and ask that He take away these initial intentions and vows, okay? That's going to lead you to go ask Him and ask God and your angels and the universe and the Tao and everything and Source what your next steps are. And they will guide you to the perfect things, okay? You're going to get the downloads. The answers will come to you. Be patient and be quiet in your mind and out here, okay? I love you. If you like the video, slam a like on the video. Subscribe down below if you want to see more of these. And comment. If you have any specific questions about anything, comment, because then I can give you a specific reading. Love you guys.